Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel All Purpose Tutorials. And in this video I'm going to tell you about 9 Indian Special Forces that are among best in the world. So let's start. So starting with Marcos, uh, so the Marine Commandos, abbreviated to Marcos and officially called the Marine Commando Force, is the Special Forces unit of the Indian Navy that is responsible for conducting special operations. Marcos was founded in February 1987. Marcos were raised as the Indian Marine Special Forces IMSF in 1985. 2 years later, they were renamed the Marine Commando Force MCF. Becoming a Marco or a Marine Commando is no cakewalk. Trainees have to undergo one of the world's toughest courses that can last between 2.5 to 3 years, depending on the specialization. During the Kargil War, the Marcos were tasked to undertake covert operations behind enemy lines. During the Mumbai attacks in 2008, they stormed the Oberoi Trident and Taj hotels where the terrorists were killed. Now, talking about the Para Commandos. Para Special Forces, commonly known as Para SF, is the special operations unit of the Indian Army. It is attached to the Parachute Regiment. The unit's heritage stems from World War II, with the creation of the 50th Parachute Brigade in October 1941. Indian Army has 7 units that are a part of the larger Parachute Regiment. Para Commandos are trained to carry out intelligence collection, subversion and sabotage of vital enemy infrastructure and communications through deep penetration and surgical strikes behind enemy lines. Now, the shot of the Indus River in Kargil shows the Tiger Hill in the backdrop. The Para Commandos played a pivotal role in helping India claim this peak from the Pakistanis during the 1999 Kargil War. Now, coming to the Ghatak Force, a Ghatak platoon or Ghatak Commandos is a reconnaissance platoon that is present in every infantry battalion in the Indian Army. Ghatak is a Hindi word meaning killer or lethal. Their name was given to them by General Bipin Chandra Joshi. They act as shock troops and spearhead assaults ahead of the battalion. They can undertake direct raids on enemy artillery positions, airfields, supply dumps, and headquarters, and can also direct artillery and air attacks while behind the enemy lines. They are also trained in heliborne assault, mountain warfare, rock climbing, demolitions, clock quarter battles, and also in administrative and logical roles. One thing to note is that they are not a special operations force nor a special forces unit like Para SF of the army. Unlike the Paras, Ghataks do not have to go through the rigorous probation, plus they may not be tasked with specific SF tasks like sabotage, foreign internal defense, counterterrorism, CQB or LRRP, long range reconnaissance patrols. Now, talking about the Cobra forces. So, Cobra stands for Commando Battalion for Resolute Action. It is one of the few specialized units of the CRPF, Central Armed Police Force, which was founded in September 2008 to counter the Naxalite activities in our country. They are specially trained in guerrilla warfare. The Cobra has 10 units at present. They are continuous winner of Best CRPF Anniversary Parade of the years 2009, 2010 and 2011. Cobras are trained in the Army's Elite Counter-Insurgency and Jungle Warfare School in Mizoram and CRPF's Anti-Terrorist School in Silchar. They are adept in the art of camouflage and jungle warfare. Cobra members are assigned to an army unit for 6 months following their basic training. After this, they may be assigned to counter Naxal activities. Now, coming to the next special forces, that is Force 1. Force 1 is a specialized counter-terrorism unit of the Mumbai Police to guard the Mumbai metropolitan area, one of the largest metropolitan areas in the world, formed by Government of Maharashtra on the line of National Security Guards. Force 1 came into being in the year 2010 after the deadly 26/11 terrorist strike in Mumbai. The prime role of this elite force is to protect the city of Mumbai from terrorist attacks. This force boasts of the fastest response time in the world and responds to a terror strike in less than 15 minutes. Now, talking about Special Frontier Force, the SFF was raised by the Intelligence Bureau in the immediate aftermath of 1962 China-India War. The covert outfit recruited Tibetan exiles. Now it has a mixture of Tibetans and Gorkhas and was initially named Establishment 22. Major General Sujan Singh, an artillery officer who raised the group, named it after the 22 Mountain Regiment he commanded. Subsequently renamed SSF, it now falls under the purview of Cabinet Secretariat. On the ground, it is headed by an Inspector General who is an army officer of the rank of Major General. The unit comprising the SFF are known as Vikas Battalion. Former Army Chief General Dalbir Singh held that office at one point. It is commonly believed that the SFF was raised by India in coordination with US intelligence agencies. However, former CIA officer John Kenneth Knoss, who worked extensively in Tibet, wrote in Orphans of the Cold War, America and the Tibetan struggle for survival, that while the SFF had Washington's full endorsement, it was B.N. Mullik, Chief of India's Intelligence Bureau, who created the SFF on his own. But a Tom Grunfeld, history professor, it was B.N. Mullik, Chief of India's Intelligence Bureau, who created the SFF on his own. Now talking about the next force, that is National Security Guard. So the NSG was established in the wake of Operation Blue Star of 1984. During this operation, the central government desperately needed to have a special force to tackle terror activities. National Security Guard (NSG) is a specialist force to tackle terror activities in any part of the country. It's world-class zero-error force. The NSG is served by the officers personnel from the Central Armed Police Force, Indian Army and State Police Forces. NSG has become a formidable force through its training and operational achievements and dedication. The NSG personnel are often referred as Black Cats because of the black outfit and Black Cat insignia on their uniform. It's proud to say that wherever NSG deployed, these black commandos of the NSG have executed their task with accuracy and courage. Now, talking about the next force, that is Garud Commando Force. So, the Garud Commando Force is the Special Forces unit of the Indian Air Force. It was formed in September 2004 and has a current strength of over 1500 personnel. The units derive its name from Garud, a divine bird-like creature in Hinduism. Garuds have diverse responsibilities. Besides base protection, force to protect airfields and key assets in hostile environments. Some advanced Garud units are trained like army paracommandos and the naval marcos to undertake missions deep behind enemy lines. Note that the security of IAF installations like radars, airfields, and other establishments in border areas is generally performed by the Air Force Police and the Defense Security Corps. Now, talking about the Special Protection Group. The Indian Special Protection Group (SPG) is a special operations force whose objective is providing proximate security to the Prime Minister of India and members of their immediate families anywhere in the world. It was formed in 1988 by an act of the Parliament of India. It provides security only to the Prime Minister of India and their immediate family members residing with them at the official residence. Earlier, it used to provide security to former Prime Ministers as well, but now Z plus security cover has been given to them. Thanks for watching this video, and please do not forget to subscribe to our channel, and please also do not forget to comment our video, like our video, and share our video as much as possible. And again, thanks for watching our video.